is 17 new seats. I know for sure will all belong to GPS, and that's important to me.
Hi Kuching fam, today we are here with YB Lo Khere Chiang.
Hi Ronnie. Hi everybody.
Yeah, so YB, recently Sarawak State Assembly passed the Composition Membership Bill 2025. So this bill will allow the increase the seat 82 to 99. So that means total 17 seats are included. So, and I saw your speech. You were one of the strong supporter of this bill. Many people are talking about this bill. Some are excited, some are not so sure about this. So we want to know from you. So what makes you to support this bill?
Yeah, thank you, Ronnie, for asking this question, which is a very important question as well. It's important that we Sarawakians understand what this bill is all about and why we have this bill. Every 8 years, we are allowed to increase our seats in the State Assembly. And it's just natural that we increase our seats because our population increase and development also takes place. And so it's just natural that, we increase our State Assemblymen to be able to serve our rakyat better. And that's the reason why, every so often we increase our seats. Yeah. For the information of everybody, the last time we increased our seats in the State Assembly was in 2014. We increased the seats from 71 to 82. 71 to 82, which is 11 seats.
11th number.
11 seats, yeah. And today, we see our State Assembly increasing our seats from 82 to 99, which is 17 seats. So it's just natural. Yeah. But then, I would like to add here that without increasing our state seat, we will not be able to increase our parliamentary seats. We need to have at least 2 state seats to be represented by 1 parliamentary seat. We need to have at least 2 state seats to be represented by 1 parliamentary seat. We cannot have 1 state seat represented by 1 parliamentary seat. It's not possible. It's not possible, and it has not happened in Malaysia, in any of the states in Malaysia. And so, in order to increase our parliamentary representation, parliamentary seats, we have 222 parliamentary seats at the moment, and so one third representation means that we need 72 seats. Sarawak and Sabah must have 72 seats. Today, we have 54. Sarawak and Sabah have 54 seats. We're still short of 72, 54, 18. We're short of 18 seats, 18 parliamentary seats. So, in order to increase our representation in Parliament, we need to increase our representation at the state level. Having these seats, 99 seats, being approved in our Dewan Undangan Sarawak, we still need 2/3 parliamentarian to endorse this approval. And after Parliament endorsed this approval, 99 seats, the Election Commission can take up to 3 years to come up with the delineation of boundaries. This delineation of boundaries is not done by Sarawak. is done by the Election Commission, which is under the purview of the federal government. So Sarawakians must see that this is not a straightforward matter, which is why we cannot be chaotic about this. We must be very stable and in our quest for these seats, so that Parliament can approve this, and the Election Commission can then proceed to come up with a delineation.
So that means it's just the first step of doing it.
Yes.
All right. So these 17 seats is being increased. So how this gonna help the rural Sarawak to improve?
Yes. In Sarawak, we are not like Canada or Australia, where the place is very well developed. Even the rural areas in Canada or Australia are very well developed. But in Sarawak, our rural areas are not. With some of the places we don't have good roads. Some areas we have to use boats. Some areas we have to use helicopters to get in. And so to travel from the constituency in Ulu Abaram, for instance, it takes days to move around the whole constituency. Whereas in my Batu Kitang constituency, for instance, it just takes hours for me to drive around. From 3rd Mile to 10th Mile without traffic jam, half an hour is enough. And from 3rd Mile to Batu Kitang without traffic jam is another half an hour. And without traffic jam from my 3rd Mile area to the last kampong in Lande, which is Kampong Metong, is also half an hour. So it's very different in the rural areas, which is why the Election Commission may divide based on the area to be able to serve our people better. And we see that today, our young Ahmad Berhormat Abang Jo, our Premier, through his leadership, he has invested a lot of roads, bridges, water supply, electricity in the rural areas. He has put in a lot of money to develop these rural areas, to bring them at par with the city folks, to bring development in, so that goods and services can come out. So we depend on the Election Commission to draw this out, to come up with the delineation of boundaries. Yeah, and I'm sure that this delineation will be in the interest of the people of Sarawak in general. Interest of the people of Sarawak will be in the interest of the people of Sarawak in general. Yes.
To serve them better.
To serve the people better. Yes. It doesn't really matter who takes what seats to me, because at the end of the day, it's GPS that is holding these seats. These are 17 seats. GPS will be holding these 17 seats. And that is important to me. That is the most important thing to me. Why do I say that? We look at Sabah. Sabah has got DAP, PKR, MCA, PAS, and Sabah-based parties. If Sabah increase their seats, and Sabah is under the unity government, if Sabah increase their seats, how are they going to distribute these seats? Who are they going to distribute these seats among? They would have to distribute it among the Sabah-based parties. They may have to distribute it among DAP, PKR, MCA, PAS. I don't know. they may have to distribute their seats among the unity government in Sabah. And I think this is something which Sabahans and Sarawakians do not wish to happen. And so we are fortunate in Sarawak. Now we increase our seats to 99. We increased by 17 seats. And when it's approved by Parliament, when it's endorsed by Parliament, when these seats are delineated, it will all be held by GPS. And GPS is Sarawak-based parties. PBB, PDP, PRS, SUPP. They will all be held by parties in Sarawak. And to me, that's the most important thing that can happen. Unlike Sabah. So let's not worry too much about who gets what. First of all, let's make sure that we have these 17 seats endorsed by Parliament. Delineation exercises carried out by the Election Commission as soon as possible.
As soon as possible.
Under the law, they are allowed 3 years. Within 3 years, the Election Commission can come up with this delineation exercise. But let's not wait for 3 years. Let's encourage the Election Commission, once Parliament endorses these 17 seats, let's encourage the Election Commission to have the delineation exercises done as soon as possible. I can't say much for Sabah. I don't know when Sabah will be able to hold their increase in seats and when the delineation exercise will be held. But for Sarawak, let's hope that we'll have this delineation exercise done as soon as possible. And I know for sure that all these seats will be held by GPS, Sarawak-based parties, unlike Sabah. So you see the importance of this bill that was passed through our State Assembly yesterday. The increase in the composition of state seats that was passed through our council degree. Yes, our Dewan Undangan Sarawak yesterday. You see the importance of this now. I hope that our viewers, Sarawakians in general, will know the importance of this 17 seats that was passed.
It's just to serve the people better, isn't it? That's what you're doing.
Yes. Number one, to serve our people better. Number two, to ensure that we will try to achieve 1/3 representation. If we don't increase our seats, do you think the federal government will stop increasing their seats? No, they will increase their seats. Even if Sarawak do not increase our seats, do you think that the other states in Semenanjung will not increase their seats? No, they will continue to increase their seats. And that's why it's important that Sarawak must increase our seats. If we don't have to increase our seats and we can increase parliament seats, I would love that. 1 seat, 1 parliament. I would love that. But in reality, it doesn't happen. We need to have at least 2 state seats to be represented by 1 parliamentary seat. If we don't need that, I am happy. 1 state seat, 1 parliament seat. I am happy. But in reality, this doesn't happen. And so we must realize that if we don't increase our seats, all the other states in Malaysia will increase theirs, which is why we must increase our seats to ensure that Sarawak and Sabah have 1/3 representation in Parliament to protect Sarawak and Sabah against unfavorable laws that may be tabled in Parliament and which Sarawak and Sabah wish to object. If we don't have the seats, the required number of seats, how do we object? If we don't have 1/3 representation and Malaya has more than 2/3 representation, they will be able to bulldoze these laws through Parliament. This is what Sarawakians and Sabahans must understand. This is what our young people must understand. And this is why I'm very concerned and I'm very concerned, and I feel that it's important that we all understand this. And this is why I would like to thank you, Ronnie, for asking me this question, this very important question this afternoon.
Yeah, just now you mentioned that our younger generation should understand this, right? So our few are mostly a younger generation, and I know many young people follow you too. So I think from here they can get the message. The current bill is passed for interest of Sarawakian people.
Correct. To protect the interests of Sarawak. And which is why it's so important that we Sarawakians must stay united. We must not argue among one another. We must be united. We must be stable. And we must trust our leaders. We have good leaders in Sarawak. Trust our leaders to protect Sarawak, to lead Sarawak to a brighter future. These 17 seats that are going to be endorsed in Parliament, the delineation of seats that are going to be carried out, these 17 seats are all going to be held by GPS. Unlike Sabah, you never know what's going to happen in Sabah. Any increase in seats in Sabah, who are going to hold these seats? Is it Sabah Party, Sabah-based party? Is it Semenanjung-based party? We still don't know. But I know for sure that these 17 seats in Sarawak will be held by Sarawak-based party, GPS.
Thank you, YB Lo, for sharing this important information with us. Hope our viewers will understand about this thing. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah,
all right.
thank you, Ronnie, for asking me those questions.
Yeah, hope to get you onto another videos in the future too. Yeah,
Thank you.
We'll discuss about another important issue one at a time. Thank you for watching us until now. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.
Bye.